Hi, welcome to Messages from Hekate. This is going to be a message from the goddess. If you resonate, stick around, subscribe, like, enjoy these readings, and think of them as a pick a card, okay? So we're going to be having three little bundles of cards, and you're going to choose a number between 1, 2, or 3, and that's going to be your reading. So let's see. Ask, connect, take a deep breath, and see which of these numbers resonates with you the most. 1, 2, or 3. We're gonna add a little affirmation on top of each bundle to complete each message here. All right, so if your number was number 1, this is your message. Evolution, the otter, and protection. Evolution, let your knowledge become your understanding. So right now, maybe you are dealing with a situation that you have already technically gone through before. In some shape or form, maybe you learned about this, maybe you know about this, but now it's like putting it into practice or going through a cycle or a situation that's really making you embody the lessons that you already knew, but in a whole new way, okay? They're telling you to keep aquamarine close. Mermaid's tears have been known to create these precious gems. That's the advice for protection. So aquamarine could be a relevant crystal for you. You may have some kind of inclination or favoritism about aquamarine. It could be maybe your birthstone. I think Pisces is the birthstone, but this message is for all signs. Now, the otter, being your animal spirit at this time, is inviting you to see yourself with love, to see yourself with compassion, to understand that sometimes knowing something on an intellectual level and actually going through it is very different. So have compassion for the part of you that maybe didn't really know how something could feel. I don't know, I have this feeling that maybe there was someone in your life going through something, right? And you treated them a certain way based on your judgment. And that felt fair. It felt appropriate. It felt just. And now maybe you're going through that exact same thing. And now you understand that person in a level that is way deeper. And maybe you would treat them differently now. Maybe you would want someone to treat you, if you're going through that situation, differently now. So it's like, in a way, making peace with the past. But they're telling you here that as you evolve, it is important for you to also protect yourself and protect your inner child. Protect that part of you that didn't know any better. Don't judge it. Instead, love it. Be compassionate with it. Take care of that version of you that didn't know any better. And as you evolve and grow and become stronger and wiser, you are allowing that part of you to also expand without pressure, without stress, just love. Maybe this is an invitation as well to perhaps extend, if you feel like it and it resonates, an apology or reconciliation to someone who maybe now you would have treated quite differently. If that resonates with you, that is your message. If it doesn't, let it go. That's all good. All right, so now if your number was number 2, your message is the following. We have fortitude. Stay strong in your body to create fortitude in your heart. Okay, so focusing on the physical body as the vessel of the heart, as the temple that contains and sustains the soul. We have the camel and we have wild. So if number 2 was your number, or is your number, this is your message. Okay, stay strong in your body to create fortitude in your heart. Meaning, all of the habits, all of the things that we sometimes take for granted, all the basics are going to be quite important for you at this time. Making sure that you have enough rest, good quality rest. Not just like sleeping whenever you get a chance, for a couple of minutes with the TV on. No, that's not what I'm saying. Really prioritize your sleep. Prioritize hydration. Prioritize the nutrients, supplements that you're putting into your body. Getting fresh air. Really treat your body with love and respect. And I feel like that is gonna give you the strength that you may feel like you don't have, maybe mentally. I feel like some of you might feel like you get easily distracted or that you don't have quite like enough focus in your mind. Maybe you are neurodivergent or have ADHD or something like that. And it does chip at your self-esteem. And they're telling you here, if you go through the body first, the mind will fall into place. So take care of the body and the brain, basically, and that will steer your thoughts into a space of higher fortitude that maybe you can't quite seem to hack if you go directly through the thought process. It's like the circumstances holding the thoughts need to be better for the thoughts to be better. It's not only willpower, it's also biology and chemistry. So it's like giving your body all of the positive circumstances to birth good, beautiful, strong thoughts. We have the card Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. Being outside could be really, really good for you at this time. Getting some sunlight, breathing fresh air really came strong when I read this particular card. So, if that's the case, connecting to that wild part of you would be very good. And then we have the camel. The camel, as you know, holds a lot of reserves of water, right? For those long, treacherous summers or whatever in the desert. I don't even know if that's a summer, an eternal summer, I don't know. But the camel, just like you, it's like you have reserves within you. Maybe some of you have put on a lot of weight, okay? Maybe through fasting, you could use those reservoirs of energy. You could turn that into fuel for your brain, for your mind. That's not going to resonate for all of you, obviously, and I am not in any way a physician or a medical practitioner or anything like that, so please, please take everything with a big fat grain of salt. But the camel here is basically that reminder that you already have a lot stored within you that you can tap into and use. Every experience that we have, every trauma, leaves us, yes, a little debilitated, and yes, maybe a little kind of like in a sense of recovery, but it also provides a huge amount of strength that we can tap into and get energy from. The lessons, the the progress that you've made in the past by committing to your body in different ways, muscle memory is there. Tap into that. Okay? Stay strong in your body to create fortitude in your heart. And I would say in your mind as well. That would be your message if you were number 2. For number 3, the message is the following. Sacred. You are poised to create sacred space. We have the mouse and we have journey. Beautiful. You are poised to create sacred space. The mouse and journey. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the small things. Every space that you're in, every place that you go to, it's like you can be that blessing for that space. You can be the sacred that gets added to a space. But for that, you need to be in that sacred energy. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to how you take care of yourself in every way, especially the thoughts. You may be right now in a very particular journey. Okay, half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. So make sure that every bit of the journey is sacred. Make sure that every step that you give in the right direction, even in the wrong direction, is sacred, is part of a divine whole, and see it that way. Sometimes we're focused on the goal, the milestone, the top of the mountain, right? The peak, the trophy, the success. But half of that trophy, half of that success is the journey getting there. So make sure that every tiny little step that you make feels sacred to you. How can you infuse it with sacredness? By infusing it with awareness, basically. So that would be your message number 3. I hope that this reading helps. I hope that you resonated with it. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe. This is for all zodiac signs. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.